Welcome back, everybody. I am back here with a commercial real estate attorney, Sinayskaya Yuniver, from the firm of Sinayskaya Yuniver. Stephen, thank you for your time, for educating the public on the issues in real estate law. And I want to talk to you today about community boards. We all heard about community boards, the short they call it CBs. Every neighborhood has one. I want to know in New York, what do they do and why it's important to and why it's sometimes necessary to get a community board involved on a real estate project.
So community boards, you might have seen them quite a bit in the news recently, but any kind of real estate project, even leasing an office, could affect the community board. So if I'm going to lease a restaurant and the community board doesn't want me to sell food in the area, they can protest it, and they could take away the license, and the building could get violations, and I'll lose my business. So you definitely want to be nice with the community board, and I recommend before you open up any business, you find out what your community board is, who they are, and start speaking to them. One thing we created in our office, and we realized that doing commercial leasing and real estate, is that the team that you create and the communication that you have in the community is going to reflect the rest of the time that you're in that location. Especially if you ever want to sell the business or restructure, you want to make sure the community board doesn't oppose what you do. Let's say that you do anything out of the ordinary. Somebody smokes in front of your business and throws a cigarette on the street, you can get potentially shut down from just one complaint. You want to make sure the community board's on your side.
Okay, very good. And I think it's a good idea to deal with community board through an intermediary like your attorney, because sometimes you may say the wrong thing even by accident. Do you think it's a good idea to get an attorney involved in dealing with the community board?
So a lot of times I initiate the conversation with the community board directly, and I make sure that the community board leaders meet my clients. And I prep them what kind of questions that they're going to ask, just for a sit down, even for coffee. You want to make sure that you have a good relationship with everybody in the area. You don't want any complaints against you. And if somebody does a random complaint against you, some noise, anything happens, you want to make sure the community board will then be on your side instead of the complainant side.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate the advice, because the community boards, they care about the community. That's the whole idea, right? So you want to get established on the right footing with them. And you have to understand that you are, as a business person, somebody who is also going to care about the community, not just there to make money off the community, but you're going to work with the community. Am I right?
That's correct. And let's say you're building something, the community board could actually protest the height of the building and could really screw up the amount of profit margin that you'll have. Let's say you open up any kind of business that's not 100% what's usually there. They could say, we don't want anything there. They could say, no matter what business it is, it could be something quiet that's just an office. The community board could actually prevent you from running your business normally.
If people don't understand that, you may get all your approvals, Department of Buildings, Department of Health, zoning, everything is lined up. You're ready to go, but somewhere from left field, you get a complaint from community board, and then it's going to be a long and arduous process to get resolved. Yeah. Stephen, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. And again, we are here to educate the public. You are our guru on commercial real estate law. If anybody has specific questions and want to get a consultation, please contact Sinayskaya Yuniver directly at the phone number on the bottom of the screen. And in our next session, we're going to talk about easement. Stephen, you and I talked about what to look for in a title report. What is your job to check? But let's talk about, in our next session, specifically about types of easements that are out there and what to watch out for. Thank you, everybody, and tune in.